month ago? Sure.
Yes. I'm over it.
No more Christmas lights out anymore. That's the only good part about this. If you see it like off the lights, what's pretty, feel blissful. One more piece to the puzzle. How you feeling today? Strong?
So strong.
Heck yeah.
Rested.
Ooh, okay. That's good.
I'm always rested. I sleep really good.
That's good. I do not. I notoriously am bad sleeping.
I'm solid 8 all the time, but
Good.
usually 8.5.
How do you do it?
I tell myself right before I sleep that I'm like, it's time for bed. I actually verbally say it out loud.
Really?
Uh-huh.
That's kind of cool.
And
That's like very,
it shuts my brain out.
it's like an affirmation.
Yes. That's good. Yeah.
What are we doing?
We're just telling them who you are.
What's up, everybody?
This is my friend Ben.
Is
He's
it
also my
recording?
friend. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's my friend Ben, and he's also my trainer.
Absolutely.
Kill me today. I barely could open my water. I did.
She did good.
We finished with ropes and ball throws.
All
and
slams,
I did
absolutely.
all the things. But I will tell you, getting a personal trainer, if you are nervous about it, is probably the best thing you can do. I actually like this better in a private setting versus at the Y, because he was like, had to work around all the other people that were there.
Yeah.
And especially if you're intimidated to start, because everyone has to start somewhere. People or whoever you hire is gonna go at your pace. They're not gonna all of a sudden come and like give me 20 push-ups. No one's gonna do that.
Yeah, especially if you get a private trainer, where a lot of gyms sometimes it might be a little too much, but if you can find somebody with their own facility, they can really take their time with you and ease you into it and actually make a program that works for you, that isn't just like a cookie cutter program. Because it can be hard to know what to do sometimes. When you look online, there's all this information. It can be really overwhelming. So it's nice to have somebody that can plan for you and kind of progress you along, and just have somebody to kind of hold you accountable too.
Absolutely. When I do a 45-pound bar.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah.
Some
it was,
push-ups?
what was that?
The bench press?
The bench press.
Yeah,
Yeah, bench press
45.
45 pounds. We started at what, 18 or what was that bar?
Oh
24?
god, we started at 24, but even when he first started, I don't think you might have been able to do 45, but not for 15.
Oh, yeah, no,
Maybe
no.
for one, and it probably would have been a little.
Yeah, and we did,
A little
well, we
shaky.
were able to do 2 sets of 15 at the 45.
Yeah.
The first one I was like, it's a little too light, but
That's wrong.
I could cheat and say, but that's not good for you, it's not good for him.
I would have known.
Yeah, he would have been like, oh,
That's
wait,
why I
give me-
asked.
Give me 15 more.
How did that feel? Yeah.
But thank you.
Yeah, of course. Really good job.
Thank you.
Very nice. Of course.
I'm just putting my breakfast together. Good morning, by the way, and welcome to What I Eat in a Day on Weight Watchers. I'm notorious for not telling you what the video is about, and I'm flying solo because Hannah's working from home today. But I am obsessed with Trader Joe's hash brown patties. I do these in the air fryer. I got a new air fryer, so I don't have to cook it as long. 12 minutes at 400, and it's super crispy. And then in the side, I just did, I'll show you in just a second. I'm not sure if this is in frame or not. So 2 scrambled eggs with a tablespoon of whipped Philadelphia cream cheese. If you're not on the whipped cream cheese bandwagon, get on it. Tablespoon is only 25 calories, 1 Weight Watcher point, and it just adds a cheesy note. Lately, eggs by themselves are giving me the ick, so I have to add cottage cheese or whipped cream cheese to like it. And then I had some leftover black beans, so I just add that to it. And now I've got more eggs that can fit on my thing, but what I'm gonna do is and then we need hot sauce. We need hot sauce. Hold on. Hot sauce on everything. I'm almost out of Zabs. I need to order some more. So here we go. Here's breakfast. So the hash brown patty is 4 Weight Watcher points, 160 calories, 2 eggs with a tablespoon of whipped cream cheese that adds 1 point, baked, the black beans are 0, and that, so it's 7 points for this whole thing. Is that correct? Why did I get 7? What else is in there? I'll put it up on the screen, what it is. I think it's 6 points. Maybe it's even 5. Oh my God. I'll put it up on the screen and you can see. And then I just have, I'm calling this a 1/2 cup of cherries, but when I take the head out, it might be 1/3 cup, but whatever. So that is my breakfast for today. Typically, Hannah and I cook Tuesdays and Wednesdays, but this week we had gotten so many recipes done last week, we didn't need to get together today. But that doesn't mean I don't want to create a recipe today. So my twin sister and I, if you're not following Jen Cooks, please, I'll leave her link below so you can follow her on Instagram. We, back in the day when Weight Watchers gave you more, like the higher the fiber of the product, quiet on the set, the lower the points. And there was these Baker's breakfast cookies that we ordered online. They were frozen, but you just defrost them. They were huge. They're like this big, and because there were so many grams of fiber in it, it was 1 Weight Watcher point. We've been trying to recreate that recipe for probably the last 20 years. So this is another attempt to do that. And I had a banana that wasn't fully ripe yet, so I just put a slit in it and put it in the microwave. So it's, you know, I can mash it really easily. So this is how my recipe developed. I basically write down the recipe here, then I might adjust it as I go depending on what I'm making. I put it in the Weight Watcher builder just to see where I'm at. So this is gonna make 8 cookies. Each one hopefully is pretty big, and it's gonna be 3 Weight Watcher points. I'm using real peanut butter. I am using non-calorie sweetener. Obviously, if you use sugar, that would be a lot more. And I'm notorious for forgetting ingredients in recipes. I can't tell you how many times I made muffins and brought them to the family, and they're like, did you remember to put sugar in here? No, I did not. So we've got the banana. I'm gonna cross that off. We're gonna do 2 eggs. And I like the idea of a breakfast cookie, of just something that you can grab and go, even if it's like in the afternoon or for a snack or anything like that. And I just recently got Girl Scout cookies. Proud to say that I bought 3 boxes of Girl Scout cookies, and I've had them for a week, and I've only had 3 cookies. I had 1 tag along and 2 Samoa, and I'm pretty proud of that. But they're 70 calories each, 4 Weight Watcher points, and they're super tiny. So I want kind of like a substantial cookie here. All right, so we're gonna mash the banana a little bit more. I probably could have microwaved it like another 15 seconds. But we're gonna make it work. We are gonna make it work. All right, so we've got the eggs. I've got 1/4 cup of just walnuts chopped. And we're gonna do 2 cups of, I just have quick oats. You could use regular oats. Don't use steel cut oats because those really need to be cooked. So I've got 2 cups of the oats. I'm also going to be doing, where is it? There it is. I'm also gonna do in half a cup of flour. And I never know, like baking is such a science, and there's a reason why you put certain things in together. I was like, do you use baking powder or baking soda in cookies? I don't know, so I'm gonna use a teaspoon of both. So I have a teaspoon of baking powder. I actually think the combination of the baking powder and the baking soda helps the cookie spread, but I don't know that for a fact. So don't quote me on it. Don't quote me on it. And it looks like I haven't used my baking soda for a while. That's all right. That's all right. We're gonna make it work. So there's that. Oh, and I didn't even put that on my list. So 1 teaspoon baking powder, 1 teaspoon soda. All right. Then we're gonna do a little bit of salt. And a little bit of cinnamon. Say like a half a teaspoon of cinnamon. We got cinnamon and salt. I probably should have added the peanut butter. Dang it, I didn't think about that. I probably should have added the peanut butter into the wet ingredients, but again, we're just gonna make it work. So 4 tablespoons is 1/4 cup, in case you didn't know that. And I'm not doing a mounded, I'm making sure it is a tablespoon. That's where it gets you. Like when you say, like if I were to eyeball 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, it would probably be like 1/3 cup. I love peanut butter. Fun fact, my brother loves peanut butter too. And he typically has a jar of peanut butter in his office desk with a spoon in it and just eats a spoonful every now and again. All right, there's that. And then I have 2 tablespoons of Splenda brown sugar. That's about all I have left in my bag. And then we're gonna do half a cup of non-calorie sweetener. And I just, whatever's on sale, I don't really care. This is Splenda. Oh, hi Todd. He just woke up. Oh, chia seeds, I forgot the chia seeds. And I'm only adding a tablespoon of, well, we'll just do that. They're really good for you. I'm thinking it's just gonna add like a little bit of like a crunchy note to these, but I don't know that either. But they're really good for you. And if you like chia pudding, I don't wanna look at that. If you like chia pudding, I'll link down to my chia pudding recipe. All right, so let's make sure we have everything. We got the Splenda brown sugar, we got the stevia, baking powder, baking soda. I don't have any vanilla extract, otherwise I'd put that in there. We've got the peanut butter, we got the chia seeds. All right, we have everything here. We have it all. Now let's see if we can mix it together. So part of me thinks, well, let's see how this comes together. For a second, I was like, maybe do I need a little bit more liquid, but maybe this is gonna work. And a lot of the breakfast cookie recipes that I saw online didn't have flour added. And I want it to be a cookie. I don't want it to be just something that looks like a cookie but doesn't taste like a cookie, if that makes sense. Oh yeah, this is coming together really good. Another reason I like to use, and I never mentioned it, I like using glass bowls so that I can see that everything's incorporated. And I've got my oven set to 375. And I'm just gonna cook them like I would regular cookies, like 10 to 12 minutes. All right, that looks good. It all came together. So now we'll get them in the oven and see how they turn out. The cookies are out of the oven. I end up getting 8 or 11 out of here. I thought I was gonna get 8, and they are spectacular. The best part, only 2 Weight Watcher points each. Like, look at that. I know, Todd, we're getting ready to go for a walk. But yeah, I'm obsessed. This is a winner. excited for this lunch. So chicken tikka masala is a recipe I made. It's almost 15 years old on my blog. I published it March 6th of 2010. I'll leave the link down below. That I believe when we first started, you had in 2010 you did have to count the points for chicken breast, and then chicken breast was 0 points. But now chicken thighs, boneless, skinless chicken thighs are 0 points, and so I made my chicken tikka masala with chicken thighs, and it's amazing. 1 Weight Watcher point for the chicken tikka, 3 points for half a cup of cooked rice, and then I just used 3 ounces of skinny pizza dough and made naan with it. I did use a teaspoon of whipped salted butter, which is 1 point for a teaspoon, to butter the pan to just give it a little bit of buttery flavor, and then just added some cilantro on the side. So, am I in a restaurant right now? Because it looks like it. This whole plate is 8 Weight Watcher points. Look what I made for dinner. Nachos. I was talking to my twin sister on her way home from work. She calls me and I was like, I have to clean up my fridge. I have no idea what I'm going to do for dinner. Found out I had ground beef. I had some black beans that need to be used up, some canned corn, pickled jalapenos, duh. And I used corn tortillas to make my tortilla chips. So these are my beloved corn tortillas. You can find them pretty much anywhere in Chicagoland. El Malago brand. Maybe you can find them other parts of the country. 2 of those is 3 Weight Watcher points. So I cut them in 8s, put them in the air fryer at 360 after it had been preheated. It only took 6 to 7 minutes for them to get crispy. And in the meantime, I just made some taco meat with 4 ounces of Laura's lean beef, and then put an ounce of cheese on top. So the only points is the tortillas and the cheese. And for some reason, Tillamook cheese is only 4 points for an ounce. All other cheddar cheeses are 5 points for an ounce. Don't ask me why. So that's what I have on here is Tillamook. And weigh that stuff out because you get a lot of cheese for an ounce, and you just get a little taste in every single bite. So 7 Weight Watcher points for this. So I think at the end, I'll have a total of what I ended my day at. I think I'm at 24 at 5 or 26 points. I still have plenty of weeklies left, and this is going to be delicious. So I hope you enjoyed this What I Eat in a Day video. If you found this helpful, feel free to subscribe and give us a like. We would appreciate it. And we'll see you next time. I gotta grab another bite. Almost dropped the jalapeno.